All right, fellas, it's been a long time. Just getting back to work here in the spring. Weather's starting to get nice. I've had this person after me since last fall with their chimney leak in here, and so we're just got set up here. Roof isn't too steep. It's a quick fall to your death right here if you're not paying attention. So got the pitch hoppers. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get into this and start seeing what's going on with it. Figure out, where the leak's coming from. I'm actually here to reflash, so I'm gonna pull these shingles back. The shingles are kind of old, but he's gonna replace it in a couple years. So we're gonna find out where this water's coming in. Landon's down there. Scuffed? Does it work? Oh man, if that was a Stanley, it would never work again, I swear. Yeah, not really a good look. I actually just came over here and I bent over to put this pitch hopper down, and I had it clipped on my belt. I have a pretty heavy duty belt here, and I clipped it on and I bent over and my brand new tape came off. I just ripped it out of the package, and it just took its first 30-foot fall and survived. So chalk one up for Milwaukee tapes. Okay, so it looks like Flex Seal, some black Flex Seal has been sprayed on here and some tar put down. So I have no idea what's going on with this. And we're just gonna, okay, so it's got aluminum step flashing. Okay, and tar. I imagine right now, just looking at it, it's probably some failure with the cricket and the bends on that particular corner. I don't know yet. We're just gonna start ripping stuff out of here, get to the bottom of it. The chimney, all in all, doesn't look terrible. It's got a couple hairlines in it, but it's kind of typical. Someone painted some stuff on the top. Looks like maybe some crown coat. And anyhow, I'll check back in when we get this ripped apart. And also, these holes are really deep. That goes in quite a ways. So, it's really important to joint up under our lead flashing, because the water absorbs beyond the lead, and then it just dumps out underneath right down through this hole, and it's behind the flashing in the house. And maybe you wouldn't believe it until you see it happen, but I've actually seen it happen. It gets behind the lead and it wells up and just runs out. So we'll be filling all these holes. I just got these cap shingles removed and I'm looking at it, and I do see some issues. Like there's rusted nail here and a rusted one here, but there's some nails really close in the valley here on both sides, which I don't like. There's tar paper here, right? And then this grace here goes under the cricket. They built the cricket on top of the grace. So, but for some reason when they put the grace on here, they didn't even go up over the top, which is just, I have no idea why you wouldn't completely cover that ridge and then go up the roof with it. So if any water was getting in through here, it would be under the cricket and in the house. So that could be a problem. I mean, the plywood doesn't show like staining, but it still doesn't mean that water couldn't, slip behind there from somewhere here. So yeah, and then you can see that the gap here between the chimney and the cricket is pretty substantial, and the masonry back there is pretty poor. A lot of holes. So yeah, all right, gonna finish ripping this off, and then we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, that's from old roof brackets that were here. They left these nails in, pop right through that shingle. There's a couple of them here. All rusted up. It's not a good sign. well, I gotta start taking the nails out, and not the next row, but 2 rows up. So on these 3-tab shingles, when you're looking for the nail, they're always going to be nailed in the center, right above that spot there, usually. That's the seam. Yeah, but like right here, this is going to be in the center. This one's going to be in the center. This one is... So everything's stripped off now, and we're just getting ready to go get some shingles and a couple other things. Looks like we're only thing close to us Home Depot, so we're probably gonna run to Home Depot. This is where we're at, and I think, you know, when you peel this stuff back, you can kind of tells the story. So what happened at first is this is older ice and water shield. You can tell by the color of it, it looks like, and then this stuff is newer. So they had problems with this leaking, and then probably what happened is it didn't have, no, it must have had a cricket. It had a cricket because look at the joining back there. Okay, so it did have a cricket, but why does this ice and water shield go under the cricket? Doesn't make sense. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, this ice and water shield job is just like, you know, you never know what you're going to get into when you get in here. So like, for instance, sometimes this happens to me, and so I put out a price to do some flashing the other day, and I looked at the job. The shingle job was really bad around the chimney, and also the flashing job was really bad around the chimney. The guy had it done recently, within like 10 years, and it's been a nightmare. It's been leaking, and so he finally wants it fixed, and he's, you know, I give him this quote to do it, and I say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna pull back all the shingles. I'm gonna do ice and water shield. And so this guy, you know, to save money, he's like, you know, in the interest of saving money, can we just skip the ice and water shield and that stuff? Because I had it done 10 years ago, and you know, and of course you know, I kind of roll my eyes now, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't not pull this back and do it all. Like, I'm not going to do just the flashing and hope and pray, because I can't come back out here. Like look at this, look at that hole they've left there in the ice and water shield. I mean, I hope you know that, you know, you can look at that and understand that that's not supposed to be like that. And the way they've layered this piece over that piece, and that, you know, this piece is on top of that tar paper, but it doesn't really go up the roof. And just this, like, you know, these aren't homeowners doing this stuff. These are professional people. These are professionals that you're paying to come out and fix your roof. And I never know what's left under there, so I'm gonna do all of it. I can't come back out here. You know, I'm down in Mass today, and I don't like being out here. Like, I don't like driving down to Mass. I'll do it for a job. You know, you can see the highway right there. I like driving to jobs in the country. I live in the country, and you know, when I come down to Mass, like the people down here, they don't know how to drive. So like, it just gives me anxiety trying to drive on the same road with these people that will, you know, switch lanes at 100 miles an hour at no blinker and come to sudden stops. And God, you know, you pull up to the rotary, you come to the Concord rotary. That rotary should be so easy to go through, but people have no idea how to get through a rotary. They come to a full stop at a yield when nobody's coming, and just backs up traffic for miles. So it should have been an hour and 8 minutes for me to get here. Instead, it was like an hour and 40 minutes, you know, just because, and there was no accidents, no tire changers, nothing. It's just how it is. So I don't prefer to come back down here. I'll come here for one day and be completely done with it. And I can't get a call back from this guy. So for me, I'm doing everything. And when this guy, you know, not this guy, but another guy asked me, well, can we skip this? And I just say, absolutely not. I can't. Like, you have to find somebody else to do the job, because I just won't do it. I have to do it all and make it my own, and then I can be responsible for it. If I put lead on this and just left everything here, how could I be responsible for all this garbage they left, you know? So I'll just do it all. And yeah, it costs it costs more money, but not more money in the long run. You do it once and it's done. You don't have to call other people to get other people here to keep working on it. It's another guy I talked to on the phone the other day. He's got $8,000 into trying to stop his chimney from leaking. He's down in Mass as well, and it still leaks. This is madness. These are professionals that you're paying to come out, and they're only doing one part of it. You have to do the whole thing. So I just got back with some shingles. We found some shingles to kind of match. It's getting harder and harder to find these 3 tabs, so we could only actually find architecturals, which I don't mind because I like them better in general, but the homeowner's going to have this re-roofed in a couple years, I guess, so he said he didn't mind if we use the architecturals instead. So plus it's a lot easier to waterproof this Cricket with architectural shingles than 3 tabs. So we're back, and I'm going to start just chunking this stuff off, like all this mortar that's kind of left on that's sticking way out. Just, you know, with a hammer and a chisel, and then I'll come back and grind some of the other stuff with my grinder with the cup wheel right there. I've just patched all these holes with some rapid set mortar. Obviously I can't get down way behind there, but I cleaned it up as best I could. Obviously these big, I can't clean that up, so that might show in the lead a little bit when I hit the lead up to it, but you know, the chimney's pretty rough coming through. That's just how these production chimneys are going to look. You know, they put them up so fast that they don't really care about this backside here, and so we can't do much about that, but I can flatten them up a bit and get some metal on there to make it look like it's flatter. And then this spans the gap, you know, any kind of gap we're going to have span with this metal, and then I put the metal all the way down and bent it into that gutter there. And my piece of flashing is going to start out here. Just beyond that metal, and then I'll bend it down into the gutter. So yeah, I'm just going to put the edge metal on, ice and water shield on, and then shingles on. What do you think, college boy?
Not much.
Landon's almost on for the summer. He's got a day off today, but 2 more weeks we're going to be going full time.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
It's good to be out of school, man.
Yeah? How do you feel after 3 years of college?
Learned a lot of stuff.
Is it worth going to college? Come on. Huh?
No, I'd rather be up here every day.
How else do you get an engineering degree?
No.
Come on. So what, you gonna go to school and then just do construction work after?
No, I'll just work a 9 to 5 like everybody else.
Do a nice easy job. You can do this stuff on the side?
Maybe. I'm lucky.
Jeez, you're getting to be a big boy now, huh?
Yeah.
21 years old. When are you gonna be on your own?
2 more years.
All right. Okay, I got the ice and water shield on now. I've got all around the chimney done, stuck up on the metal, and I did silicone it just in an attempt to help hold it up there, and so the backside doesn't like drape down and get full of dust. Get that. Otherwise, the backside drapes down and gets full of dust as I'm cutting out for the lead. So I just siliconed it all up, and hopefully it will stay like that and not get any dust on it. I'm still gonna put. Let me show you. I'm still gonna put 2 pieces, and I'm gonna come all the way down to here and go up under the shingles. All right. Well, I was really looking to get more of this on video, but I've just been rushing all day. I was trying to make my daughter's baseball game, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. So if I head out of here soon, I might catch some of it. But yeah, so it's all done. I've got these architectural shingles. I talked to the homeowner about it because I couldn't find any 3 tabs. And the color, it is off a bit, but I mean, that's the best I could do with these old shingles. He's looking to have it re-roofed within the next couple years, so It's a look at the cricket, and I pushed these pieces here out to the edge of the gutter. You know, just I want that flashing all the way out there, and I just bent it down into the gutter, so it doesn't so water doesn't just fly over the top. So but now water can't just get right behind that gutter, so I think it's a little better like that. Yeah, that's it. I am wrapping up, and hopefully gonna be home in time to catch a baseball game.